If you're a New Zealand citizen with a non-New Zealand citizen partner and you want to move to Australia, then this video is for you. I'm David, I'm a New Zealand immigration lawyer. I'm also an Australian lawyer. And as many of you may be aware, New Zealand citizens can live and work indefinitely in Australia under the 444 special category visa. Now you may be in a partnership, marriage or otherwise, with a non-citizen New Zealand resident or work visa holder who's not got the same rights to go and live in Australia indefinitely. So that's where we look into what's called the 461. It's a partner of a New Zealander Australian visa. Now I'm just going to mention here a few things to really watch out for because it's a little bit different than these New Zealand partnership visas. Difference number one, it's a paper-based application. So gathering all the evidence and documents can be a little bit more onerous, that you can't just do it online on a computer. You have to gather all documents in physical form, have certain things signed off in the correct manner, and post it off to the Australian Department. So it can be quite a hassle if it's not prepared properly and you have to add additional documentation later on. Number two, there's a key difference as to whether you apply from offshore or onshore. Now I'm not going to go into too much detail, but just think in terms of bridging visas and whether you're allowed to stay in the country while you're applying. Because if you apply from offshore, you can't go to the country while it's processing. But if you're eligible to go there, perhaps on a visa waiver or other type of visa, then apply once you're onshore, it's different. You may be able to stay and work in the meantime while the application is processing. And the third key distinction is that this is a 5-year temporary visa. There's no pathway to residence or PR through this visa naturally, okay? It's a 5-year visa that can be renewed, and the interesting part is you could actually renew that visa even if you're no longer in the relationship. Now, in terms of a pathway to PR or residence in Australia, there is a pathway as long as the New Zealand citizen partner will become an Australian citizen or resident in that sense, or if the other partner will find some other way to apply for residence through a job or something like that. And there's one thing just to keep in mind is that if you're thinking about going to Australia temporarily and then maybe coming back to New Zealand, keep in mind that that can create a break in the chain for the presence requirements if you're ever considering applying for New Zealand citizenship for that partner. So it's always good to get advice before applying and leaving the country. And stay tuned for more tips and advice about immigration for New Zealand and Australia.